welcome to our Thanksgiving Grow a Reader story time. My name is Miss Genevieve and I'm so thankful to have you all here with me today. All right, we are going to start first with our opening song. Can you guys make a book with your hands? Let's practice opening and closing that book a few times. You got it? Awesome. All right, this is our song. I'm going to sing it once and then please feel free to join in if you know the words. If not, we'll sing it a second time so you can join us. All right. Read, read, read a book beginning to the end. What a way to spend the day, a book's a special friend. Got it? All right, let's do it a second time. Read, read, read a book beginning to the end. What a way to spend the day, a book's a special friend. Good job, you guys. All right, before we get into our special book, I have a song or a rhyme that I would like to share with you. This one is called Mr. Turkey or Mrs. Turkey, depending on how your turkey is feeling. So we're gonna start by taking our fist. Can you make a fist? That's gonna be our turkey's body. And then, can you poke your thumb out? That's gonna be the turkey's head. And then we're gonna need our other fingers for feathers. And they're just gonna hide behind that turkey body right there. Excellent. All right, now here are our words. I have a turkey, big and fat. He spreads his tail and walks like that. His daily corn he would not miss, like he's pecking the ground. And when he talks, he sounds like this. What do turkeys sound like? Oh, that's right. Gobble, 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 gobble. Good job. All right, can we do it one more time? Awesome. I have a turkey, big and fat. He spreads his tail and walks like that. His daily corn he would not miss, peck the ground. And when he talks, it sounds like this. Good job, you guys. And I would like to take a second to share our early literacy message with our parents today. So, holidays are an awesome time to expand your little one's vocabulary, and reading books about holidays are an even better way. There are so many new words and things to eat and yummy, fun, awesome things to do that reading books and building your vocabulary, even before you can read, really, really helps build literacy later in life. All right, so let's hop into our book. I have Pete the Cat Falling for Autumn by Kimberly and James Dean. It's the first day of fall, and Pete the Cat is feeling blue. I like summer better, he says. In summer, I can swim and surf and play at the beach. Well, maybe you just need to remind yourself of all the things you love about autumn, Mom suggests. Pete says, I'll try. Pete finds Grandma in the kitchen. She's baking delicious pumpkin pies. The whole house smells sweet and spicy. Pete loves helping Grandma bake pumpkin pie, but he loves helping eat it even more. After the baking is done, Pete picks a squat orange pumpkin from the counter and slips it into his backpack as a souvenir. Next, Pete heads to the town corn maze. Pete and his friends wander through long, twisty paths made of tall corn stalks. The best part of the corn maze is getting lost and having to start over again. As he leaves, Pete plucks a golden corn cob from the maze and places it inside his backpack. Then, Pete visits Grandpa, who's knitting on the porch. Grandpa helps Pete use knitting needles to knit the yarn into cool patterns. Together, Pete and Grandpa make a long, cozy scarf for Pete to wear. When they're done, Pete chooses a little ball of leftover yarn and places it inside his backpack. Next, Pete goes to the hayride at the park. Pete, Bob, Mom, Dad, and Grandpa all pile into a wagon filled with hay. They go on a bumpy wagon ride around the park. At the end of the ride, Pete grabs a handful of sweet-smelling hay from the wagon and stuffs it into his backpack. He's putting a lot of stuff in his backpack. Must be getting pretty heavy now. Pete heads over to the apple orchard, where he and Callie go apple picking. They eat sweet apple donuts and drink hot apple cider and fill their buckets with apples of all different shapes and sizes. Before he leaves, Pete chooses a round red apple and drops it into his backpack. Next, Pete stops by the park. He plays touch football with Bob and their friends. Pete scores a touchdown and everyone cheers. Can you cheer for Pete? Yay! After the game, Pete grabs Bob's football and stuffs it into his backpack. It barely fits. Oh, Bob won't mind if I borrow this, Pete says. Finally, Pete heads back home. But he stops in his front yard, which is covered in bright falling leaves from the trees. Pete helps his dad rake the leaves into a big, colorful mound. Then Pete runs and jumps into all the leaf piles. Finally, Pete heads back home, but he stops in his front yard, which is covered in bright leaves falling from the trees. Pete helps his dad rake the leaves into big, colorful mounds. Then Pete runs and jumps into all the leaf piles. After he's done jumping, Pete picks a bunch of red and gold and orange leaves and stuffs them into his backpack. Pete's backpack is bursting with fall souvenirs. He can't wait to show Mom. I love autumn, Pete says. Wonderful, says Mom. You know, these would make really great decorations for Thanksgiving. So Pete helps Mom fill a basket with all his mementos. They place the basket at the center of the table. You did a great job, Pete, says Mom. It's beautiful, says Dad. Is that my football? Asks Bob. Just then, the doorbell rings. The Thanksgiving guests are here. All of Pete's family and friends gather around the dining room table. They tell stories and laugh at jokes while they eat. Everyone is having a great time. Pete looks around the table and smiles. He loves lots of things about autumn, but Pete knows what he loves most all year long. What do you think that's going to be? For him, his friends and family. The end. What a lovely story. Friends and family are my favorite part of Thanksgiving too. But boy, do I love to eat during Thanksgiving. And so does Miss Colleen, and I know she really, really loves rolls. What was that, Colleen? Want me to hand you the rolls? Here you go.
Aw, thanks, Genevieve. I love rolls. They're so delicious. Do you love rolls too? Great, but we are going to talk about a bunch of other Thanksgiving things. Starting off with a song. And this song is called 10 Little Turkeys. I hope you brought your hands with you today because we will need them for this song. Here we go. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little turkeys, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little turkeys, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little turkeys, 10 little turkeys now. Okay, we're gonna go backwards. 10 little, 9 little, 8 little turkeys, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little turkeys, 4 little, 3 little, 2 little turkeys, 1 little turkey now. Good job, everyone. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time. Are you ready? Me too. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little turkeys, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little turkeys, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little turkeys, 10 little turkeys now. Okay, we're gonna go backwards. 10 little, 9 little, 8 little turkeys, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little turkeys, 4 little, 3 little, 2 little turkeys, 1 little turkey now. Good job, everyone. That was so much fun counting turkeys. And you know what? We are going to continue counting things with our next book. And our book is called This First Thanksgiving Day, A Counting Story by Laura Krause Melmed, illustrated by Mark Buhner. One dressed in linen, sitting in a tree, dreaming of the tall, strong ship on which he crossed the sea. 2 dressed in deerskin, gathering nuts below, giggling as they tiptoe by, too shy to say hello. 3 in the garden, pulling up some roots, turnips for the pottage pot, and parsnips for the soup. 4 helping father catch fish in the bay, some to dry for wintertime, and some to eat today. 5 in the forest, searching as they roam, finding sticks to light the fire that keeps them warm at home. 6 stepping softly, with small bows in hand, following a rabbit's tracks across a patch of sand. 7 fetching water, run with pails to fill, then walk home with careful steps, so not a drop will spill. 8 on the sandbar, working in a crew, digging for some tasty clams to make a steaming stew. 9 in the cornfield, bringing in the maize, sowed with care as Squanto taught last spring on planting days. 10 making baskets by the fire's glow, weaving slender cattail reeds while singing soft and low. 11 rejoicing in the autumn sun, laughing, shouting, playing tag, their chores at last all done. 12 tables groaning beneath a harvest spread, Wampanoag and pilgrim friends together will break bread. Join under one sky with one prayer to say, a prayer of thanks for all they have this first Thanksgiving Day. The end. Oh, that was a good story. What did you guys think? Oh, I agree. I like the part about the food. I love food. And you know who else loves food on Thanksgiving? Miss Sarah. And I think I heard her calling and she wants, oh, okay, she wants the corn. So we're going to give her the corn. Here you go.
Thanks! Corn is my favorite. I'm Miss Sarah, full-time librarian and part-time Thanksgiving turkey. I've got a special dance I'd like to do with you, so stand up and get ready to follow along. It's called the Turkey Pokey, and it goes like this. You put your right wing in, you take your right wing out, you put your right wing in, and you shake it all about. You do the turkey pokey and you gobble all around. That's what it's all about. You put your left wing in, you take your left wing out. You put your left wing in and you shake it all about. You do the turkey pokey and you gobble all around. That's what it's all about. Ready for drumstick? You put your drumstick in, you take your drumstick out. You put your drumstick in and you shake it all about. You do the turkey pokey and you gobble all around. That's what it's all about. Last one, tail feathers. You put your tail feathers in, you take your tail feathers out. You put your tail feathers in and you shake it all about. You do the turkey pokey and you gobble all around. That's what it's all about. Oh, that's what it's all about. Good job! That was so fun dancing and singing, but now it's time to read our very last book. This one is called The Great Thanksgiving Escape, and it was written and illustrated by Mark Fearing. The Great Thanksgiving Escape. It was another Thanksgiving at Grandma's. You can play in here with the rest of the kids, Gavin's mother told him. We'll call you when the turkey's ready. Have fun, Gavin's dad called. But Gavin knew it was not going to be fun. Not at all. Hey, someone whispered. It was his cousin Rhonda. What do you say we break out of here and head for the swing set in the backyard? I'm supposed to stay here until turkey time, Gavin said. Rhonda climbed out from under the coats. The way I see it, Gav, she said, is that sometimes you have to make your own fun. Are you with me? She asked. Gavin nodded. I'm in. They crept out and headed for the front door. Suddenly, Rhonda jumped back. That way's blocked by vicious guard dogs. I think they've picked up our scent, she yelled. Run! But when they rounded the corner, Rhonda stopped dead in her tracks. It's the Hall of Aunts! We'll be pinched and smothered for sure, she cried. Gavin trembled, remembering Christmas last year. He had to ice his face for 3 days. They took off, but it was too late. Rhonda had been grabbed. Luckily, she reacted defensively. Achoo! And managed to break free without a pinch. Quick, before another one comes in for a snuggle, yelled Rhonda as she bolted past. Head for the back door! Oh no! The Great Wall of Butts! Rhonda yelled. It's certain death to get between them and the TV. Down here, said Rhonda. I bet there's a way through the basement. Gavin wasn't so sure. It looked dark and smelled like dirty socks and hair gel. They peeked cautiously around the corner. Zombies! Rhonda screamed. They'll eat our brains as an appetizer. They raced back up the stairs to the kitchen. Just a little snack for the road, Gavin said. No, Rhonda yelled. It's a trap. She grabbed Gavin just before they were surrounded. They turned and sprinted for the door. We're almost there! But they skidded to a stop when they reached the glass. At least we tried, Rhonda said. Gavin was quiet for a moment. Then he said, the way I see it, Rhonda, is that sometimes you have to make your own fun. The end. That was a very funny book. Thank you so much for reading and dancing and playing with my friends and I today. Will you sing one more song with me to say goodbye? Thanksgiving time is here. Let's give a great big cheer for food and friends and family. Thanksgiving time is here. Thanksgiving time is here. Let's give a great big cheer for food and friends and family. Thanksgiving time is here. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time on Grow a Reader.